Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Northern Burlington County Regional High School. I am Mr. James Dowd, joined by broadcasting students Mr. Decamaro and Mr. Kyle Forsini. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, October 17th, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on Holy Cross. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, Mr. Dowds. Pleasure to be back here and do a soccer girls senior night.
We have a great turnout here for this evening game. It is unseasonably warm today, and it looks like our girls have really come out to play. Now, the girls have struggled a little bit this season. Kyle, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, the girls are coming in with a 2-11 record this year, so obviously not great, but it's their senior night tonight, and they're playing a good team in Holy Cross, so I think they'll rise to the occasion of playing tough.
Looks like Northern's come out highly aggressive there, and that one's going to just sail over the keeper for Holy Cross. Now, Northern is coached by Miss Shannon Lawyer. She is a health and physical education teacher here at the high school, and the assistant coach, Miss Michelle Refrano. Miss Lawyer has some experience as a soccer player herself and also coached soccer at RV before coming here to Northern, and certainly Coach Refrano has a lot of experience as well, and it's clear they've got these girls motivated and ready to play tonight. Corner kick looks like a missed opportunity there for the Hounds.
Holy Cross is starting to take it the other way.
Now, Holy Cross comes into this game playing really well this season. They are currently 8-5. They are 5-3 at home. They are 3-2 on the road, so they're a little vulnerable when they travel away. Their head coach is Mr. Sergio Torres, and they've had some big wins this year as well. They actually started the season red hot, 8-2, before cooling off a little bit recently. And it looks like they're going to send this one out. Now, Northern struggled early in the season. They had 4 away games, and they started the season 0-6, but they've come back recently, scoring some big wins against local competition. They actually played Holy Cross earlier in the season, and the game was very close. It was only 3-1, so they certainly have some tape on these girls, and it's clear that Northern is playing really aggressive so far in this first half.
It's going to be a throw-in for Holy Cross coming out. Northern wins that battle. They're going to try to take it the other way.
As you said, it is senior night. We have a great turnout of fans, community members, students on hand to support our girls, and we'll have a ceremony at halftime to honor our 6 seniors who are playing on the team. Kyle, what can you tell us about some of the seniors on the Northern Burlington girls team?
Well, the Northern Burlington team is led by Captain Karina Lopez. She is graduating this year. They also have seniors like Michaela Brooks. They also have some seniors like Dana Sweeney and Kendall Brewer. So they're obviously led by those girls. They've been on varsity for 2 to 3 years, and they're definitely serving as kind of older mentors for the younger players. And hopefully tonight they can get out there and motivate them, and hopefully the girls will play a good game.
Now, as we said, Northern struggled a little bit this season with a 2-11 record. Last year they were competitive at 7-14. 2 years ago, the Hounds were 9-3, and then when our seniors on the team here were freshmen, that was back in 2013, the Northern Burlington Lady Hounds were outstanding with a 12-3 record getting to the state playoffs. So I'm sure that experience has helped our seniors on the team grow, and they can use that experience to help mentor, like you said, Kyle, our younger players, and get them motivated and continue to learn and grow. And we've got some up-and-comers on this team as well, so hopefully even with a disappointing year this year, they can all learn and improve and get better and maybe be really competitive next year.
The season isn't even over yet, so they've still got time to turn it around maybe by the end of the year. Get a few wins, get some confidence back.
That's right. We've got 3 more games on the docket for the Hounds. Their next game is at Pemberton. That's at October 19th. That is just 2 days away. And then they have a home game versus Cinnaminson on October 25th, and they end at Riverside on October 28th. So certainly we'd love for our students and families to come out and support our Lady Hounds as they continue to play play well here in this game versus Holy Cross.
Definitely keeping it close so far. Still 0-0 against the good Holy Cross team. So the girls have definitely come out fiery. And
And that one's going to be picked up by the keeper there. Now, the times have been a little adjusted for senior night. We had a boys' senior night previous to this game. We're playing two 40-minute halves today instead of two 45-minute halves, just for time purposes. But it's clear that just in the few minutes here, both these teams are really fired up and ready to play. And certainly our boys just came off a big win previously. They just defeated Pennsauken earlier in the night, and they won that one 2-0. So I know the boys are fired up, the girls are fired up, the home crowd is fired up, and hopefully our girls here can continue the win streak.
big game for Christian Hurt in that boys game. He scored both 2 goals there for Northern. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to the boys team on getting a big win over Pennsauken on their senior night.
Yeah, the boys team got out to an early start, which was really helpful in them getting the win. I think they scored in the first 10 minutes of that game. They started to control the ball early and kind of ran away with it.
Some good defense there by the girls as they're going to try and retain possession. Get it down towards Holy Cross's end of the field.
And that's really been the key for the Hounds this year. They've actually struggled a lot with putting goals on the board. They have been shut out 3 times this season. They're scoring just under 2 goals a game. Unfortunately, they're giving up about 4 goals a game, so that's why their record has been what it is. But in the games where Northern has scored multiple goals, they've been actually really highly competitive. They've been 2-4. So the key, I guess, for the Hounds is not just getting aggressive early and putting a goal in, but maybe getting 1 or 2 goals and then being in the driver's seat. And certainly, as you know, Kyle, as a varsity athlete yourself, momentum can be a really important thing.
Definitely, momentum is absolutely a thing. People like to have that debate on whether or not momentum actually helps, but I think it absolutely plays a part in it. When things are going well, you start to believe, and things start going your way.
The key for the Hounds, I guess, will be getting the ball to Mackenzie Santucci. She leads the team in goals this season with 11. She actually is an assist leader as well for the Hounds. She's actually up for a top goal scorer poll on NJ.com. You can check that out for the BCSL. That closes in just under a week. So be sure to cast your vote and help support our Lady Hounds, and hopefully the girls can get on the board here. Looks like a big header there at midfield. Now, also, Jess Logan is one of the team leaders as well in assists. And it looks like that's sort of the 1-2 punch there for the Hounds.
Just a little too much touch in that pass. Wasn't able to get it to her teammate down the field. Holy Cross is going to capitalize on that.
And as you were saying, Mr. Dowd, Jessie Logan and Mackenzie Santucci, both juniors this year, so they will be back next year. So hopefully they can keep another good season going for next year and have this Lady Hounds team keep improving.
They actually have quite a few standouts, underclassmen, Carolyn Clark, Caitlin McCormick, some up-and-coming players, as well as Dominique Doyle and Jessica Fell, who scored in the last game, as well as Catherine Lemansky. So, even if the team is disappointed a little bit this year, like we said, they've got a lot of talent coming up, and this is Coach Lawyer's first year as head coach, taking over for Mr. Larry Young, who was successful with the girls previously. So even if the girls don't get to the point they want to this season, we've got a lot of talent coming up for years to come. Looks like we're going to get a quick throw in here.
It's been a pretty good start from Northern. I mean, they're still tied with Holy Cross, who's been really good this year, and we're about 10 minutes into the game. I would say that's a pretty good start for the Lady Hounds.
Absolutely. Just keep yourself in this game. That's all they've got to do.
Hounds are going to try to clear this one out of the zone. They've got senior Alex Cabal in goal. They've also got a young up-and-coming goalkeeper in Jenna Vigorito, who has gotten some quality time this year. Like a little tussle there, but Northern's going to get possession. Quick throw in there by Holy Cross.
spent too much time waiting for their throw-ins or for their free kicks. They've just been, as soon as they've been getting them, they've been getting rid of the ball.
Now, as I said, Holy Cross started their season red hot. They were 8-2. They've cooled off recently with some close losses to Burlington Township and Cinnaminson, and they just lost their last game just a few days ago on the 15th. So they're looking for a big win as well. They have had some big wins against local teams like RV and New Egypt and Pemberton, and they're a really good team. So the key for them will be also getting on the board early. They've been shut out in 4 of their 5 losses this season.
A good attempt there, but she didn't come away with the steal for Northern.
Looks like Alex Cabal is going to send it out there, booting it to about midfield. Some fancy footwork there by the Hounds, looking to set up a opportunity on goal, but that one's going to get cleared by Holy Cross. As we said, a lot of action at the farm tonight. Decker, what can you tell us about some of the other fall teams here?
The football team is kind of in a rebuilding season right now. We did a game with the girls volleyball, and they were pretty good. Some of the other sports teams, the boys soccer team is about average right now. I mean, they won tonight. I mean, that was a pretty good game. And the cross country team's been pretty good. I mean, last year they went undefeated, so this year I think they've lost a few matches, but they're still a really good team.
And certainly, in addition to the soccer games we discussed, varsity girls tennis was home tonight versus Burlington Township. Girls volleyball was home versus Notre Dame. So a lot of action and a lot of key games coming up here at Northern. Tomorrow, girls volleyball takes on Princeton. The girls field hockey team will be versus Florence. The girls tennis team will play Willingboro on Wednesday. And then girls volleyball will play as well on Wednesday. And then this Friday is a big game versus Princeton. So we wish all of our teams the best of luck here at the farm as our Lady Hounds continue to fight Holy Cross. Again, for those just tuning in, my name is Mr. James Dowd. I am here with broadcasting students Mr. Kyle Forsini, Mr. Decker Morrow. It is Monday, October 17th. We are here live at Northern Burlington County Regional High School for our senior night as the Lady Hounds take on Holy Cross in a great local matchup here.
Aggressive play by Northern to take the ball. They're going to get to take that one back downfield.
Looks like it's going to be a throw in here from Northern.
It's clear our girls have come in here fired up, ready to play. They've been on the attack, it seems like, most of this first half so far. They've really had Holy Cross on their heels, so to speak. They just can't quite get the setup or the shots on goal that they want, but they've been doing a great job so far with just under 26 minutes to play here in the first half. Quick throw in there by the Hounds, and that was going to go out of bounds. Now, despite their 2-11 record, the Hounds have had some big wins. They defeated local teams like New Egypt and Bordentown, so they're certainly more than capable of beating a good team. And Holy Cross is just that, as we said, coming in here with an 8-5 record.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, Northern's definitely been able to hang in this game. They've, I think, had even more opportunities for goals than Holy Cross has tonight. They've really kept up the pace of this game and put more shots out there.
Absolutely. Northern has played very well so far.
And certainly that's a reflection of their coaching staff who's done a great job. I see them out there practicing pretty much every day that they don't have a game. Our girls are out there working hard, practicing, working on their skills.
Yeah, it's going to be an offsides penalty for Northern. She knew it when she even knew it when she got called. She kind of just turned around and didn't even go for the ball.
So the score is currently 0-0. Northern has actually held their own versus some really good teams this season. Like I said, despite their record, they've had some really close games. Certainly their game earlier versus Holy Cross. They also had some close games versus RV and Nottingham. And then they recently played Delran, who's an excellent team at Delran, and they only lost that one 3-2. So they can hang with the good teams, and it's just a matter of staying aggressive. And like I said, they've been doing a great job here tonight. We're going to get a quick throw in here by the Hounds. Now, as we discussed, this is our third game together, guys, this season. We did a girls volleyball game earlier in the season versus Collingswood. We did the boys varsity soccer game earlier tonight, and we've actually sort of been the good luck charms here for Northern. We've done quite a few games, 5 or 6 in a row here, that the Hounds have all won. So hopefully we can help our Lady Hounds do our part and get them a big win here for our seniors tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we broadcasted a game where Northern lost since last year's senior night.
And that was a great game. We actually did that. Kyle, you and I did that for Northern TV. We lost that one 2-1. That was against Bordentown Scotties. And Northern certainly held their own with that one as well. You know, a header that was just missed by senior Brad Foreman early in the game could have put Northern in the driver's seat. And like I said, we held our own. It was 2-1. Our seniors played great. It was a great time. And certainly our boys got a big win tonight during their senior night. And I know that means a lot to them after 4 years of hard work. You know, just getting some recognition and celebrating, you know, all of the great things that they've done. Looks like Holy Cross is going to send this one out. Holy Cross has sort of had Northern's number the last 2 seasons. They beat Northern earlier this year, and twice in 2015 and twice in 2014. So I know not just senior night, but getting a big win against a team that's kind of been a heated rival would mean a lot, I know, for our girls.
It's always nice to get a win off a heated rival like that, especially when they've had your number in the past. Kind of makes it that much sweeter if you get the win. And Northern, certainly, like we said, they've played very well so far, so there's no reason that they shouldn't believe they can win this game.
And as I discussed, Holy Cross has actually kind of struggled on the road. They've only 3-2. They've had some tough losses this year versus Burlington Township and Cinnaminson. Those have been 1-goal games. And the key for Northern looks like, oh, great save there by Holy Cross, is just continuing to be aggressive. Holy Cross is currently ranked 4th in the BCSL, and they're only behind teams like Burlington Township, Morristown, and Cinnaminson. So they're really well coached, really doing a great job. They average about 3 goals a game. So if the Hounds can keep the score low, they've got a great chance to get a win, to get a tie. And Holy Cross only gives up about 1 goal a game. So the key for Northern will be to get the ball to players like we said, Jess Logan, Mackenzie Santucci, and getting on the board quickly. Looks like a quick throw in there. Holy Cross on the attack here.
Good job by Northern there, trying to get that out of their own end. Looked like Holy Cross was going to have a good opportunity to score. Northern's cleared it and got it back down to midfield. So they're definitely fighting hard.
Yeah, they're definitely holding their own. We are about halfway through here, the first half, with just under 21 minutes to play. Holy Cross on the attack. Great defense there by the Hounds, sending that one out.
Great play there by Jordan Lippincott, sending that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, it's going to be a corner for Holy Cross. Now, this is a little scary if you're on defense for Northern because set pieces like this often result in goals. So this is something to be worried about, but you never know.
And Norton, oh, just missed that one there. Great play there by the Hounds, keeping that one out of the net. And it looks like we got another corner kick coming up here for Holy Cross. And Northern, again, highly aggressive on the defensive end. Holy Cross looks like to send this one towards the net here. That one's just going to get by the keeper there, and that one's going to put Holy Cross on the board. That looked like a great kick there by Holy Cross's Josephine O'Donnell. She is leading the Holy Cross team in goals this season, and she just put one there on the board to take the lead here, 1-0.
Yeah, that was a pretty impossible save to make there. I mean, she did the best she could. It was just a perfect shot.
Like you had said before, Decker, the always scary corner kicks, man.
And certainly, as we discussed before, in addition to Mackenzie Santucci, Josephine O'Donnell and Jaden Shantz on Holy Cross are also up for top goal scorers in the BCSL and NJ.com, and you can cast your votes for any of those outstanding players as the polls close this week. So that's a little disappointing. Holy Cross is on the board, but we still have plenty of soccer left to play here. And as we've discussed, Northern has actually been the aggressor in this game, and they're got some playmakers of their own. That's a quick throw in there by Holy Cross, and it seems like both these teams are really fighting for every possession, every loose ball, every play.
Yeah, although Northern's down 1-0, they've certainly had just as many, if not the same amount of scoring opportunities as Holy Cross has had. Holy Cross just took advantage of their last one, so Northern's gonna have their chances. They just need to keep this deficit at 1 and try and battle back from it.
Yeah, in the last couple minutes right before that goal, the possession kind of shifted into Holy Cross's favor. If Northern can just get some sort of tempo swing like that, maybe they'll get a goal or two.
And certainly the defense has been playing outstanding in addition to the offense. As we said, that's a great reflection of the coaching staff here for the Lady Hounds. And a great save there by Alex Cabal there for Northern. Going to boot this one out to about midfield.
Key there, not to go down 2-0. Good save there, like you said, by Alex Cabal there, not letting Northern go down by another goal. Looks like that's going to be a penalty there on Holy Cross, and it's going to be Northern ball.
And certainly you can keep up with the action, all things Northern Girls Soccer on Twitter at NBC_Girls Soccer. Stay tuned to all of their great matchups and for the rest of their season. Looked like a good chance there for Northern, but it just sailed wide of the net, and Holy Cross is going to send this one out. Now, in addition to this game and the boys' game that we did previously, we're also going to be broadcasting on Northern TV very shortly, guys, the upcoming homecoming game, which is on October 29th, and that's a big game here for everyone at Northern and our community, our players. This year, the Northern Burlington boys football team takes on Hopewell Valley, and which should be a great matchup. So we'd love for our fans and our families and our students to come out here and support all of our teams, and certainly homecoming is a wonderful opportunity to do that.
Absolutely. As we had said, the football team kind of in a rebuilding phase right now, but you always hope you can win on your homecoming game. So hopefully the boys can rally around and get some momentum going, and hopefully get a win against Hopewell Valley.
And I know Coach Joel Dulcie, that game would mean a lot to get a first ever homecoming win for his team as they are rebuilding. And then the boys have another game on the docket in November. That is against Pemberton, and that is for the Commander's Cup. That is always a huge game for both the communities, as those teams compete yearly for that honor. Great play there by the Hounds. That one's going to get sent out. Just a little over 16 minutes to play here. And again, for those just joining in, I am Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting students Mr. Kyle Forsini, Mr. Decker Morrow. We are here live at the farm. It is Monday, October 17th. It is senior night as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds trail Holy Cross 1-0 in this great matchup so far.
Holy Cross with a lot of movement right in front of Northern's net.
Yeah, Northern was kind of controlling the possessions there in the beginning of this half, but certainly towards the middle and end of this half, Holy Cross has definitely been controlling the ball down on Northern's end.
And that one's going to get sent out of bounds there. Just over 15 minutes to play. Now, as we said, it is senior night. We've got 6 seniors in the Northern Burlington Greyhounds team. Kendall Brewer, Michaela Brooks, Dana Sweeney, Karina Lopez, Alex Cabal, and Nadine Cadavez. And those girls will be honored with their families at halftime in just about 15 minutes. So that'll be a great showcase of the seniors who have worked so hard 4 years here at the farm. And hopefully the girls can get a win here in front of the home crowd as well.
It was kind of a swarm there by Northern, just taking the ball away from Holy Cross, who had another really fast free kick.
Now, Northern's not the only experienced group there on the field. Holy Cross actually has 8 seniors on their team as well. So it's clear that the two teams combined have a lot of girls with expertise, and it's showing here as the game is only 1-0.
Yeah, since that goal, or since a couple minutes before that goal, it's kind of been in Northern's half almost the whole game. All I need to do is maybe shift it over a couple times, start rebuilding, and they could come away with a goal.
Certainly been fast-paced action here, and we just have about 14 minutes to play here in the first half. Decker, what are some things that have stood out to you here in the first half?
Some of the important things are that Holy Cross has just been able to, well, they capitalized on the free kick opportunity they had earlier, and that's been really the difference maker. But in the last 10 or so minutes, they've just taken over control and kind of just had it in their side of the field. But Northern's starting to bring it back right now.
So just under 13 and a half minutes to play there. Great throw in there by the Hounds. And I think if they just continue to stay aggressive, they can get a goal here maybe before the end of the half and tie this game up. Certainly a lot of ways to stay plugged into Northern sports here at the farm. You can follow all of our athletics on Twitter at NBC_athletics, and that is run by our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzaki, who does a great job keeping everyone informed of everything, all things Northern here with our athletic teams, not just for the fall, but for the winter, for the spring, over the summer, keeping people updated with camps and sign-ups and forms and all that great stuff. So be sure to check that out, subscribe to Twitter, and you can follow Northern on Twitter, Northern TV on Twitter as well, at Northern_TV. We actually have a monthly newsletter. You can catch us on Comcast Channel 19, Verizon Channel 42. We're streaming on the web. We have our own YouTube channel where you can check out this great game and some of our other events, boys, that we've done together. We also have an app on appcatch.com. So lots of ways to stay plugged in to all things Northern TV. As the girls look to send this one down the field here with just about 12 minutes to play in the first half.
Looks like that was a good kick there by Jesse Logan, sending that down towards Northern's end of the field.
Yeah, all Northern needs is just one lucky break, and they get right back into this game.
Absolutely. They're only down 1 goal. So Holy Cross, as of late, has definitely capitalized on their possessions. It looks like they're going to try and help. Good defense there by Northern.
Yeah, nice recovery. She lost it and got it right back.
Yep. Very good defense there by Northern. They've looked fiery tonight. They could have easily just come out here and kind of been flat. They know they're playing a very good team. But they've definitely come out with some heart, and they clearly want to win this game. They're definitely not going to give up.
And as we said, the times have been readjusted. We're playing 2 40-minute halves today. And obviously at the end of halftime, the teams will switch sides. But certainly more than enough time here to get on the board. And hopefully Northern can just do that for our fans and for our home crowd. Great defensive stop there by the Hounds. Alex Cabal's doing a great job so far in goal for the Hounds. And like you said, Decker, that one just kind of was unsavable earlier in the half. This game could very easily be 0-0, but Holy Cross capitalized on that corner kick and just sent that one over the keeper's head. But they're fired up, and they still continue to fight here at midfield. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Great crowd here on hand, supporting our Lady Hounds.
Yeah, the stands are pretty full over on the on the home team side for this one. For the most part, you can't really find a seat.
We always have a great turnout here at the farm. We always have a great group of parents and students come out here and support all of our teams. And we had a great turnout earlier in the night for the boys' game. And as we discussed, the boys won that one 2-0 versus Pensacola, another local rival. So I know that meant a lot for the boys to get a big win on their senior night. And as we've discussed, the boys are highly competitive this year. That advanced their record to 7-8-1. They're looking at the state playoffs as well. And it looks like Coach Justin Faust is doing a great job with the boys. So I know Coach Lawyer's doing a great job with the girls, and it's clear here tonight as they're only down 1-0 against Holy Cross, who has been outstanding the last few years. And as we said, has sort of had Northern's number, but our Lady Hounds are fighting for every possession here, and it looks like they had a great chance there, just missed opportunity, tied this game up.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, they're pretty big rivals now, and it's Northern. You always play well against your rivals, so this is going to be a really good game for Northern. They could potentially come right back.
Quick throw in there by the Hounds. Send this one into the Holy Cross zone, but looks like that one just didn't go the Greyhounds' way. Now, Holy Cross has been getting great keeper play from Eliza Gerpa and Carly Byrne this year. As I said, they are limiting their opponents to just about 1 goal a game. Looks like North is going to get a quick throw in here. As we look ahead, boys, in about 2 weeks, we start the NJSIAA tournament, state tournament, for all of our teams. And I know both the boys and girls have their eye on the prize here as they want to try to make some noise. I know the boys soccer team had a great game last year in the state tournament. They defeated a local rival and then just fell to Ocean Township, who actually went on to win the whole thing. So no shame in that, losing to the champs. And I know the girls and the boys both have their expectations really high. Their coaches are doing a great job keeping them motivated as they look, just under 2 weeks to play here in the season.
Less than 8 minutes to go left in this first half. I mean, Northern's really held strong. If they can keep it 1-0 at half, I think they can probably come back without a problem.
Kyle, as a varsity athlete, give us some insight here into, maybe the mind of the team here, as they continue to fight.
Well, you can't get down on yourself right now. You're only down 1 goal. It's not easy to think of this when you're out there playing, but you're definitely holding your own out there right now. Obviously, they're losing, so they're probably not happy about that. But they're playing a very good team right now, and for them to only be down 1-0 and for them to keep getting scoring chances should definitely be doing something for their confidence. This is their senior night. They're definitely amped up for this game. They're, out there playing their butts off, just trying to score a goal. And if they can keep the possessions up and kind of keep stringing together some good passes, they're going to have some more opportunities. So this girls team, I think they're going to be okay. I think that they can definitely string together some shots and maybe score some goals.
And it looks like Holy Cross is going to send this one out of the zone here. Just under 6.5 minutes to play, and we've been doing a great job here, guys, broadcasting this game. It is senior night again. For those just tuning in, I am Mr. James Dowd. I'm here with varsity broadcasting students, Mr. Kyle Forsini, Mr. Dick Amaro. We are here live at the farm as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the girls of Holy Cross in a great local matchup. Northern still continuing to fight for every possession. And as I said earlier, we're going to honor our seniors at halftime. The 6 senior girls on the Hounds is Kendall Brewer, Michaela Brooks, Dana Sweeney, Karina Lopez, Alex Cabal, Nadine Cadavez. And I know Coach Lawyer, Coach Rafrano are excited for that moment, in addition to our friends, family, and community members who are here. still a couple minutes left here in the first half, 5.5 minutes to go. Still a chance for the Hounds to get on the board, tie this game up. Certainly don't want to give up any goals. But they've certainly been the aggressors here in the first half. And they still continue to fight for every loose ball, and it looks like that one's going to go out of bounds. Just about 5 minutes to play here. So it looks like we're going to get a quick throw in here. And it's going to be a header sent out by Holy Cross. But Northern still continuing to fight. Looks like that could have been a goal there, getting waved off by the ref, but it looked like that ball went past the line. Northern certainly disappointed. Certainly that could have tied the game. Holy Cross made a great stop there, but it looked like that ball crossed the goal line. So a little bit of confusion. I know Northern certainly disappointed in that. 4 minutes to play here. That could have been maybe the difference maker here going into halftime, but waved off by the ref. Kendall Brewer there with the play. Sending that ball back across midfield. And the game continues on here with 4 minutes to play here in the first half. As the clock winds down here as we begin to head into halftime. But certainly a great opportunity there for the Lady Hounds. That could have been, as I said, maybe a difference maker. That could have tied the game up here with Northern taking the momentum. But still a couple of minutes left to play in there in the first half. Holy Cross is going to send this one towards the goal. And a big defensive stop there by Alex Cabal. So great play. Just under 3.5 minutes to play here. Looks like another corner kick. This is certainly something Northern wants to keep their eye on. Decker, as you discussed, that was how Holy Cross scored their first goal earlier in the half. And very hard to defend set play like this. But great job there by the Hounds, sending that one out of the zone and up towards midfield. So just under 3 minutes to play here at the farm. Northern still continuing to fight for every possession here against Holy Cross, who was a great team, as we discussed. Coming into this season 8-5, started red hot 8-2. And despite Northern's record at 2-11, they've actually hung really tough with some great local opponents. And Holy Cross is certainly more than vulnerable on the road, playing only about 500 soccer. So Northern's going to send this one in here. And continue to fight for possession. It's a great play there by Mackenzie Santucci. As I said, Santucci leads the team in goals. Jess Logan leads the team in assists, so if those girls could get their feet on the ball, they could maybe help Northern get on the board. And certainly you can cast your vote on NJ.com for top goal scorer in BCSL. Mackenzie Santucci's up for that honor, in addition to two players on Holy Cross, Miss Josephine O'Donnell and Jaden Shantz. And it was O'Donnell who scored that goal earlier for Holy Cross. Ooh, great play there by the Hounds, sending that one out. And now the clock's going to stop with 2 minutes here, our field clock. The referees have been keeping track of the extra time. And we'll continue to play this one out until the end of the first half here. With the Hounds trailing Holy Cross only 1-0, so still plenty of soccer to play. Certainly would love to get a goal here in this extra time, but certainly an entire half, 40-minute half, yet to play. Stay tuned for halftime as we're going to honor our senior players on the team. And the teams will switch sides. So Northern can get a big stop here. Maybe just hold off for this last minute or so. They can go into halftime with only a 1-0 deficit. Maybe put one on the board. Or get a big win here for our seniors and our home crowd. And great defensive play there by the Hounds. Looks like the ref's going to let that one go here as the clock continues to wind down in the first half. Quick throw in here by Holy Cross. Sending that one back up Towards midfield, out of bounds. As the clock continues to wind down here, and again, the refs are going to keep track of the extra time here and just blow the whistle when the half ends. That one's going to go out of bounds here, and looks like we got just about maybe 10 or 20 seconds left to play here in the first half. So make sure you tune in to halftime. Again, I am Mr. James Dowd. I am with broadcasting students Mr. Kyle Forsini, Mr. Decker Morrow. We're here at the farm. Take a little break here at halftime. We're going to honor our girls and come back in the second half.
Given so much to the Northern Burlington Girls Soccer program, and also to recognize their parents and guardians who have supported them throughout this effort. And so our first senior this evening is number 22, Kendall Brewer. She's escorted by Bob Brewer, her father. Kendall has spent 2 years on the varsity soccer team, and in the future she hopes to attend the University of Colorado at Boulder. Number 22, Kendall Brewer. Our next senior is number 2, Michaela Brooks. She is escorted by John Brooks, her father. Michaela has spent 3 years on the varsity team. Her future plans are to attend Louisiana State University and major in political science. Number 2, Michaela Brooks. Our next senior is number 1, Alex Cabal. She is escorted by Terry and John Cabal, her mother and father. Alex has spent 2 years on the varsity team. Her future plans, she wants to major in astroscience somewhere warmer than New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Cabal. Our next senior is number 15, Nadine Cadaves. She is escorted by Edna and Artuna Cabrera, her mother and father. Her future plans to attend Stockton University and major in biology and eventually become a doctor of medicine. Nadine Cadaves. Next is number 17, Captain Karina Lopez. She is escorted by Gina and Victor Lopez, her mother and father. Karina has spent 4 years on the varsity team, and her future plans are to go to Temple University and major in nursing. Number 17, Karina Lopez. And our final senior this evening, number 21, Dana Sweeney, escorted by John and Rebecca Sweeney, her mother and father. Dana has spent 2 years on the varsity team, and her future plans are to attend East Carolina University. And now, seniors, a note from your coach. I can't believe the season is almost through. It has been a memorable first year as your head coach. From Summer League to now, I have learned so much about the 6 of you, and I know you'll do great things in the future. Good luck with the next step of your lives. There's no telling how many miles you will have to run while chasing a dream. Chase your dreams, and this from Coach Lawyer. Ladies and gentlemen, our 6 seniors, members of the class of 2017.
And welcome back, folks. We're going to pick up here on the second half. Again, for those just joining us, I'm Mr. James Dowd, joined by broadcasting student Mr. Kyle Forsini, and we are here live at the farm. It is Monday, October 17th, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on Holy Cross in a great local matchup. Kyle, what are some of the things that stood out to you about the first half?
Well, Mr. Dowd, Northern did pretty well in terms of possession in the first half. They weren't letting Holy Cross have many opportunities, which I think is key for them. If they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to keep doing that again in the second half. And Northern also had plenty of scoring opportunities. We saw at the end of the first half, looked like Northern might have scored a goal there. Referee might not have had a great angle, but either way, it wasn't called a goal, and they're still down 1-0. So I think if Northern can play similar to how they did in the first half, they'll definitely keep themselves in this game and have a shot when it comes down to the end.
And they're definitely fired up, and it's clear that Coach Lawyer and Coach Rafrano have these senior girls playing exceptionally well. There was a tremendous halftime honorary for our girls, and those seniors on the team, Kendall Brewer, Michaela Brooks, Dana Sweeney, Karina Lopez, Alex Cabal, and Nadine Cadavez. I'm sure it was a proud moment for them to be with their family and their friends and all of our students here on hand, and great words of encouragement from our coaching staff. So they've been playing outstanding, and despite the record of Northern this year, between these two teams, you really couldn't tell the difference if you were just watching as a viewer.
Absolutely a great moment for those girls. Their final senior night, or their final night game, and they kind of get to reflect on their career here at Northern. So definitely a good moment, and hopefully they can come out here in the second half and get a win.
Certainly plenty of time left here, just under 40 minutes to play. And now Holy Cross has come off two fantastic seasons. 2 years ago, they were 18-4-2. They lost in the finals to Immaculate Heart. And just last year, they were 17-4-2. They lost on penalty kicks to Notre Dame. So they've got their eyes on the prize. 2 straight finals here. And Northern certainly looking to get a tie here, or at least a goal here before the end of the game. I know that would mean a lot. Not a lot of moral victories in sports, but certainly if our girls could come out here and tie a great team like Holy Cross on their senior night, I know that'd mean a lot to them and the coaches.
Absolutely. They got about 2 or 3 games left in their season. If they can at least tie a team like Holy Cross, it'll definitely give them some confidence going into that final stretch of the season. And you never know what can happen when you're riding on a little confidence.
Now, this is the second of our senior doubleheader tonight here at the farm. Earlier, the boys team defeated Pennsauken 2-0. That was a great moment for our boys, and you can catch that action on Northern TV as well as this game, certainly on YouTube. As we look ahead to the winter season, we've got some great teams on the docket as well. I know last year our boys basketball team set a school record with 20 wins in the season. I know Coach Gene Darling was really proud of that. We've got the wrestling team always in contention, girls basketball as well, track, boys and girls bowling, swimming, and of course our winter cheerleaders who do a great job keeping all of our teams motivated. So we've got high expectations for all of our teams. That one sails wide. And looks like Northern's going to boot this one out. Clear that one out of the zone there. And Holy Cross has certainly been on the attack the second half. That first goal was done by Miss Josephine O'Connell, who leads Holy Cross in goals for the season, for those of you just joining us. And Northern certainly got some playmakers on their end as well. I know they're led by Mackenzie Santucci, leads the team in goals. Jess Logan leads the team in assists. They've got some playmakers. If they could just get the ball to them, hopefully they could set something up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Northern's going to have to try and get some possessions going here in this second half if they're going to keep this game close. They did a good job of that in the first half, but so far in the second, Holy Cross has kind of dominated the time of possession and hasn't let Northern really string together many passes.
Hopefully we can be the good luck charms. We've done a great job here broadcasting our sports teams. We had 2 big wins for basketball last season. Big win for girls lacrosse, boys volleyball, first ever home game we filmed. And then our boys soccer senior night that we filmed previous to this one where the boys were victorious. So hopefully we can help our girls do what we can here. We've got a great home turnout here of students, families, community members on hand. That one looks like it's fighting for possession there. It's going to head out of bounds. About 35 minutes to play here in the half.
Girls are still playing tough, though. Holy Cross has had possessions, but they really haven't had many opportunities on goal. So these girls are playing with some heart tonight.
Always good to see, even though the disappointing record and this late in the season, the girls certainly are fighting for every possession, and there's a lot of talent on the field. And even though the girls may have struggled this season, I know Coach Lawyer, Coach Rafrano have high expectations for the girls going into the next season. And as we discussed in the first half, a lot of young talent coming up, and a lot of good players will be returning next year for the Hounds, and hopefully they can continue the positive trend and maybe make the state tournament next year. Now, certainly you can check out this action on Northern TV, but we've also had some other great programming on the station as well. We were recently airing the program of studies, the 1980 championship football game, graduation 2016, the Greyhound Gala, the Greyhound Choice Award, our upcoming fall news show with some great stories on our fall teams. And obviously next weekend is a big, big game for our home crowd here as the Northern Burlington football team will take on Hopewell Valley, and that's our homecoming 2016. Always a great event. We'd love for you guys to come out here and support our team, and I know that's going to be a big game for all of our fans here at the farm. Still 34 minutes to play here in the first half. Holy Cross currently in the lead, 1-0, but Northern is fighting for possession, and hopefully they can get on the board here. And as we said, one of the things that Holy Cross has struggled with the last couple of games, they've lost 3 in a row, is getting a lead, maintaining a lead. Northern averages just about 1 goal a game, so if they could get on the board, I know that'd mean a lot. That one's going to sail out of bounds and get cleared.
Still a good job here in this second half by Northern. Haven't really let Holy Cross get too many good opportunities.
And this is the team in Holy Cross who started the season red hot. They were 8-2 before trailing off the last few games. So this is a big, big game for the Hounds. And as I said, they scored just under 2 goals a game. So if they could get on the board, great save by the keeper.
Great save.
Northern could just clear this out of the zone. They will have avoided a really difficult situation there. Certainly being down 2-0. Alex Cabal is doing a great job in net for the Hounds.
Absolutely. Alex Cabal did a very nice job. They're not letting either of those 2 shots on goal sneak in to keep Northern only down at a 1-0 deficit.
Now, Holy Cross averages about 3 goals a game, as we discussed, so they're a high-scoring attack, and they only give up 1. So the fact that Northern is hanging so tight with them, great play there again. Corner kick was sort of the Achilles heel there for the Hound in the first half. That ball's going to get cleared out. Little mix-up there, and looks like Holy Cross is going to get possession. And Northern's going to clear this one out. Alex Cabal looking to boot this one to about midfield here. Hopefully Northern can get on the attack quickly. Both teams fighting for possession.
Some good defense there by Northern, not letting Holy Cross get a shot on goal there.
And again, for those just tuning in, my name is Mr. James Stout. I'm joined by broadcasting student Mr. Kyle Forsini. We are live here at the farm. It is Monday, October 17th. It is senior night as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on Holy Cross in a great local matchup. Just about 31 minutes to play here in the second half. Great turnout of family, friends, community members on hand for the doubleheader for both of our seniors, boys and girls. Boys previously came off a win earlier tonight. Great game. That game started at 5:30. Unseasonably warm tonight here at the farm, about 80 degrees. And our boys were victorious against Pennsauken 2-0. And our girls look to continue that trend here, fighting for every possession against Holy Cross.
Yeah, you could be out here in shorts and a t-shirt, and you'd still be comfortable here in October. So definitely unseasonably warm here tonight.
And it's clear that Coach Lawyer and Coach Rafrano have these girls fired up and ready to go because they've been playing exceptionally well tonight. And despite their record this season, they have a few more games on the docket, and hopefully they can bounce back and get some big wins here before the end of the season.
Some more good defense there by Northern. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick here for Holy Cross. Northern can keep playing the defense they've been playing.
As I discussed, the team switched sides at the end of each half, and we have slightly shortened. Great play there by Alex Sabal there in goal. Slightly shortened halves in order to squeeze both these games in here, the halves instead of 45 minutes or 40 minutes tonight. But still plenty of time left to play.
Great save there by Alex Cabal. That was a very tough save. She had to jump up there and tip it up over the crossbar. So great save there to keep Northern down 1-0.
And that one's going to sail out of bounds. Looks like the Hounds are going to get a quick throw in here.
Looks like Dana Sweeney's going to be on the throw in here. Oh, looks like it's going to be Caitlin McCormick.
And Dana Sweeney actually was one of our seniors who was honored at halftime. And again, this is senior night. We had 6 girls honored at halftime, including Dana Sweeney, Alex Sabal, Karina Lopez, Michaela Brooks, Kendall Brewer, and Nadine Catavez. And we'd just like to congratulate those girls on all their hard work here in the 4 years they've played soccer here at Northern. I know that was a proud moment with their family members and all of our fans on hand. Great turnout here at Northern, as always, for this tremendous game here. With just under 29 minutes to play in the second half. Northern only down a goal to Holy Cross. That one's going to go out of bounds. Looks like Holy Cross is going to get a quick throw in here. Fancy footwork there by Sweeney, saving that, keeping it in bounds. Now, Kyle, as a varsity athlete, what do you think is going through the minds of the girls right now?
Well, the girls know that they need to kind of keep this game where it's at. They can't let it get too out of hand. 1-0 is still a manageable deficit, so they know that they need to get some possessions right here. They can't keep letting Holy Cross get it down on the Northern's end of the field. So if they can string some passes together, get the ball down on Holy Cross's end of the field, anything can happen. We saw how Holy Cross scored their 1 goal. So if you get shots on goal, eventually one of them will go in. So hopefully Northern can try and do that here in the second half.
Northern looking to clear here from the zone. Send this ball to midfield rather. Obviously, you can catch this action on Northern TV. You can catch us on Comcast Channel 19, Verizon Channel 42. We're also streaming on the web. We have our YouTube channel. You can check that out, the Northern TV app on appcatch.com. And you can obtain copies of this and other exciting program on DVD as well if you email us at northerntv@nburlington.com. Lots of ways to stay plugged in, lots of ways to find out about more opportunities to stay involved, and you can check out the Northern TV webpage for more information about this game and all of our other outstanding athletics here. You can follow NBC Athletics on Twitter. And that one's going to hit the post. Very fortunate play there by the Hounds. That could have been another goal for Holy Cross, but Northern got lucky on that one. Great play, heads-up play by Cabal to get that right off the post. I think she thought it got by her. And Northern's only down 1-0.
Sometimes it's good to be lucky there, Mr. Dowd. That ball going off the post there. Northern certainly got a break, but Cabal, like you said, with a nice way to rebound and realize that she could still grab that ball as it was bounding back towards her.
And as we said, Northern looked like they had a goal earlier in the first half, just under 5 minutes to play. The ball looked like it got past Holy Cross's keeper, looked like it went past the line. Maybe the referee had a poor angle on that. And certainly that last play for Northern was advantageous, so maybe that was kind of a way to balance out the two. But this game could very easily be 1-1 right now, and our girls have been playing outstanding.
Yeah, that's definitely something you hope doesn't demoralize the girls, knowing that they definitely could have had a goal there at the end of the first half, and that when they look at the scoreboard, they're still down 1-0 rather than 1-1. So I don't think that'll play into the girls' mind, but you hope that doesn't creep in there.
They've certainly been the aggressors so far today. Holy Cross has sort of dominated time of possession so far in the second half, but Northern highly aggressive in the first half, and they still continue to fight for every possession here, and they're moving the ball past midfield, and they're looking to set up a play here. Looks like we're going to get a pause in the game action. So just over 25 minutes to play here in the second half. Northern on the attack. And that one's going to get scooped up there by Holy Cross.
And when Holy Cross scored, Northern was still dominating possession, so Holy Cross kind of dominating possession here in the second half, and Northern's just got to get themselves some chances. They've just got to get this ball down in Holy Cross's end of the field, and anything can happen. It's still a 1-0 ball game, so there's definitely plenty of time left, and definitely an opportunity for these girls to tie this game up.
And again, they're getting outstanding goalkeeping play by Eliza Gerpo so far, and Carly Byrne as well on Holy Cross, playing really well. And Coach Sergio Torres for Holy Cross is doing an outstanding job. And you think with a team sort of coasting maybe this late in the season that they'd be vulnerable, but they are really playing with a lot of heart and a lot of fire. And they certainly are looking to advance to the state tournament just under 2 weeks. Great save there by Northern.
Cabal is definitely keeping Northern in this game right now. Holy Cross has had about 4 or 5 shots on net this second half, and she saved them all. So Northern can definitely thank their goalie so far in this second half as to why they're only down 1-0.
She has been a tremendous leader and tremendous senior here on the team. Northern's also gotten some great play by their up-and-coming goalkeeper. That is Miss Jenna Vigorito, who played a little bit in the last game. So, certainly getting a positive role model like Cabal, doing a great job here on senior night. A couple more games to play in her career. As we have just under 24 minutes to play here. Quick throw in by the Hounds. Still only down 1-0. Got a quick pause in the game action here. Do want to thank our Northern TV crew for doing a great job. Certainly you, Kyle, and Decker, who was helping us out in the first half. Our camera operators, John Campo and Joe Sabatino, helping us out. Our production crew, Kyle Apodaca, Josh Grabenstein, Rachel Liebeck, Jesse Ireland. All part of the excellent team, Bruce Franz. And Northern's on the attack. Santucci with a shot there. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Certainly we'd like to thank our athletic department as well as Holy Cross. Video production teacher, Mr. Pona, for helping us out here. Still plenty of time to play. 23 minutes left. And looks like Northern's going to set this up here. Maybe get another chance on goal. Try to put one on the board here.
Well, it's an opportunity, and it only takes one, so Northern can capitalize. We'll be right back in a brand new ball game here. Looks like it's going to be Karina Lopez here on the free kick.
One of our senior leaders here. Great play. That one's just going to sail wide. Karina Lopez also up for homecoming queen this year, I believe. So best of luck to her for next weekend. As we said, Northern has their annual homecoming game 2016 this October 29th, Saturday coming up, just about a week or two away. And we're playing Hopewell Valley. It's going to be a big community event here. We'd love for you to come out and show your support.
Northern football team still winless on the season too, so couldn't be a better environment to try and get your first win against Hopewell. Obviously, they have one more game before that against Princeton, but there's never any guarantees in sports.
So just under 22 minutes to play here. And again, for those just joining in, I'm Mr. James Dowd, joined by broadcasting student Mr. Kyle Forsini. We are here live at the farm, and it's Monday, October 17th. It is senior night as the Northern Burlington Lady Hounds take on Holy Cross High School in a great local matchup here, 1-0. Been a nail-biter so far. A lot of goal opportunities, a lot of great saves on both teams. There's another one.
Cabal still playing fantastic in goal. She boots that one to about midfield. Hopefully Northern can retain some possession here and keep threatening to score. But it looks like Holy Cross is going to take possession right back and boot it down towards Northern's end of the field.
And as we've discussed a couple times, this game could very easily be 1-1. Missed opportunity by the Hounds, just under 5 minutes to play. Ball looked like it got by the keeper, but wasn't registered a goal, waved off, and hopefully Northern can get on the board here and get at least a tie in this game.
You could see the frustration too in Northern when that ball wasn't called a goal. You could see Kat Lemansky there in the shot. She was very upset that wasn't a goal for Northern because from our vantage point, it clearly looked like that was a goal, but the referee might not have had great positioning, and obviously nobody's perfect in this, so there's no replay or anything, so we obviously know that it's going to be how the call is on the field, and just wasn't ruled a goal. So the girls are going to have to keep playing well here to try and tie this game up in the second half.
And they've certainly doing a great job, and Coach Lawyer, Coach Rafrano doing a great job keeping these girls motivated. Still 20 minutes to play here, so anything could happen. Northern's doing a great job keeping Holy Cross off the board as well, playing outstanding defense.
You never want to let your team get too far down because a 1-goal deficit much better than a 2 or 3 goal deficit. So Cabal and goal has definitely helped Northern out a lot here in this second half. And if Northern can get a goal, that'll definitely be recognized.
And just going to send that one down to midfield. And again, Holy Cross is doing a great job keeping our playmakers away from the ball. Mackenzie Santucci leads the team with 11 goals. Jess Logan leads the team in assists. They've not had very many opportunities to put one in. And looks like we got the ball around midfield here. Continuing to fight for every possession. Just under 20 minutes to play. Now, with 2 minutes to play, the clock's going to stop because the referees are going to keep track of the extra time. And that one's going to go out of bounds. And it looks like Holy Cross is going to get a quick throw in here.
Kind of a stalemate here in the second half. Both teams have had opportunities, but neither teams have capitalized. So still a 1-goal game. Anything can happen.
Looks like that one was deflected. And ball's going to send it, boot it down to midfield.
I feel like we've seen a lot of that here in the second half. A lot of goal kicks from Cabal.
As I said, there's a lot of games coming up here at the farm this week. Tomorrow, girls volleyball takes on Princeton. Field hockey teams playing Florence this week. Girls tennis versus Willingboro on Wednesday. Girls volleyball versus Cherokee. And then obviously this Friday against Princeton High School. Big football game as our boys are looking to get their first win of the season. Sweeney continues to fight for possession. The ball's going to go out of bounds. She's a little frustrated there, but it looks like Northern's going to pick right back up here. Holy Cross is going to do a quick throw in here with just about 18 minutes to play in the second half. And Holy Cross is going to clear that one past midfield.
Great save there by Holy Cross. A nice shot on goal there by Jessie Logan. It looked like she might have had a shot there, but like I said, a fantastic save there by Holy Cross, and they're going to keep this 1-0 lead.
Still plenty of time to play. Just over 17 minutes. Looks like Northern's going to get a corner kick opportunity here.
And this is how Holy Cross scored in the first half. Sorry, so Northern's got a shot at it.
Fancy footwork there by Holy Cross. That was number 15, Jess Romano. And Northern with the outstanding defense clearing that one out. With, just under 17 minutes to play here in the second half. Quick throw in here. Great play there by O'Donnell, Holy Cross. And that one's going to go wide. And Northern's going to send it away. As I said, Holy Cross is a great team. They're currently ranked 4th in the BCSL. They're only behind teams like Burlington Township, Morristown, Cinnaminson. They're coming off 3 straight losses, actually 2 to Cinnaminson and 1 to Morristown. So they could easily be number 1 in their division. And our Lady Hounds are hanging really tough with them here. 16 minutes to play, so anything could happen. Hopefully our Lady Hounds can get on the board and at the very least get a tie for this one. As we said, there are no moral victories in the record books, but certainly it is senior night and our girls have been playing outstanding. And I know this game would mean a lot to them to get a tie or get a win.
Absolutely. A tie is miles better than a loss, so the girls just got to keep trying to get this ball down on Holy Cross's end of the field.
Looked like Grace Murray there with a great play there by Holy Cross. Going to get a couple quick subs in here. Now, as we discussed, Northern's got some really good up-and-coming players as well, some younger players trying to make an impact on the Hounds. As we said, Caroline Clark, Caitlin McCormick, Dominique Doyle, Jess Fell, who scored in the last game, Catherine Lemansky, who you mentioned, Kyle, who almost had a goal tonight. So they've got a bright future. As we look ahead for next year, and as Coach Lawyer and Coach Rafrano look to build this team for years to come, they've got a lot of returning talent despite the loss of 6 seniors. They should be highly competitive next year.
Absolutely, yeah.
They've also had a really some tough luck here with some tough losses. So despite their 2-11 record, I mean, there's maybe 3 or 4 or 5 games that could have went either way. So our Hounds could very easily be 500 this year if a couple of games had broke the other way. And even if they lose this one, this is a great play here, a great game against a really, really tough opponent.
But yeah, they got a lot to be proud of in this game, win or lose. They've played a very good team, very tough here. So the seniors, obviously in their last night game, should be very happy with how this played out. You never want to lose a game, but the way they've handled Holy Cross has been exceptional tonight, and the game's still not over yet, so only down 1 goal. They can still tie this game up.
Yep, still plenty of time, and still 3 games left on the docket for the Hounds. Like we said, on October 19th, they're away at Pemberton. That's a winnable game. They're home for their last home game of the season on October 25th against Cinnamons, and a really tough team. And then they finish their season on the 28th. That is next Friday. That is away at Riverside. So that'll be the last game for our seniors, and last game of the season here for our Lady Hounds. And it looks like O'Donnell's looking to set something up here. She scored the goal earlier in the game for Holy Cross, and she leads the team in goals. So she's looking to make a play here with just under 14 minutes to play.
Good save there by Cabal. O'Donnell with a nice kick there. But O'Donnell with Cabal with a great save though. Still keeping Northern only down 1-0. She's played fantastic here in the second half, and she continues to do so.
The Hounds currently down 1-0, and that's really been their Achilles heel. They've been shut out 3 times this season, but in games where the Hounds have scored multiple goals, they're actually highly competitive. They're 2-4, so really it's just a matter of getting the opportunities and getting those goals in, and then they can really hang with anybody.
Well, the opportunities are key, and their opportunities have certainly been limited here in the second half, and credit Holy Cross for playing great defense. Northern has had some chances, but none of which have amounted to anything. But Holy Cross has definitely played well in the second half, so there's obviously credit due to them.
And that was Isabella Romano there clearing the shot for Holy Cross, and it looks like a little mishap there by Brianna Parse, but I guess she was looking for a penalty. Don't know if the ref saw a penalty on there or if it just accidental, but looks like Holy Cross is going to get possession. Set something up here. Hopefully Northern can make a big stop here. Still 12 minutes to play, so anything could happen. You definitely don't want to give up a goal this late in the game, certainly being down 1-0. But they've got Cabal back there, and she's doing a great job.
Yeah, a goal this late in the game to go down 2-0 would be demoralizing, so if Cabal can keep up her good play, Northern's definitely still got a shot in this game.
And Holy Cross has got it to their number 1 player, Josephine O'Donnell, looking to make something happen here. It's going to send it to the goal. Another great save.
She's been saving everything this second half, so you almost expect her to save it every time Holy Cross has a shot on goal. But obviously, if Northern wants to win this soccer game, it doesn't really matter what Cabal doesn't goal now. They need to put some points on the board.
And they've definitely got some girls out there who can make it happen. Like we said, it is senior night, so I know this would mean a lot to our seniors, certainly. Scoring a goal, getting a tie, even getting a win. Great turnout here on the farm. That one's going to get sent into Northern Territory by Holy Cross with just over 11 minutes to play here in the second half.
Time is winding down right now, so some possessions are definitely needed for Northern. Holy Cross keeps kind of playing keep away with Northern. Every time Northern gets hit into Holy Cross's end of the field, they'll kind of boot it back down and not let any possessions mount. Looks like Northern has a shot here with Kalamansky fighting there on the edge, but Holy Cross is going to boot it back towards the center of the field and regain possession.
And that's Grace Murray there with the fancy footwork on Holy Cross. Cabal's going to scoop that one up and try to regroup the Hounds here. Chance to send this one towards midfield with just over 10 minutes to play. Still, a little bit of time left, and Northern is certainly hung with Holy Cross and not giving them anything here in the second half. Only down 1-0, fighting for every possession. That one's going to sail out of bounds. And that's O'Donnell there for Holy Cross again, looking to make a big play. Great defensive stop there by the Hounds, clearing that out of the zone.
Kind of giving Cabal a breather there. She's had to save everything once it's gotten towards Northern's end of the field. So some good defense there by the other girls to let Cabal have a breather, so to speak.
As we said, this is the second game in our doubleheader senior night tonight. The boys were victorious versus Pennsauken. We actually did that game together as well. And as the night sort of winds down here, our girls look to, even the score against Holy Cross. Great turnout again here at the farm. As always, proud tradition of sports here at Northern. And as we said, when these girls on the team, the seniors, were freshmen, the Northern Girls Soccer team was outstanding. They were 12-3, advancing into the state tournament, doing some damage there. And it looks like we're going to get a quick throw in here by number 15 on Northern. That's Nadine Cadavez, one of our seniors. Looks like a little shuffle here. Holy Cross. Some quick subs, and Northern's back on the attack. Northern's still fighting for every possession.
Well, there's only about 8.5 minutes left on the clock, and the way Holy Cross is playing, it looks like they know it because they're kind of kicking it around the field and trying to just waste some time here. But Northern's got it in Holy Cross's end of the field right now, so they have an opportunity. They need to capitalize on it.
And as we said, we've got some playmakers there on the grass for the Hounds. Mackenzie Santucci leads the team in goals this season. She's scoring about 1 goal a game, so she's certainly more than capable of putting it on the board. And Jess Logan's playmaker leads the team in assists. You can vote for Mackenzie Santucci for top goal scorer in Burlington County. There's an NJ.com poll. We'd love for you to come out and support that. And certainly a couple girls on Holy Cross who are on there as well. Josephine O'Donnell, as well as Jaden Sean. So you can vote for all the girls here on the field. And looks like Holy Cross is going to send this one towards the net. Great defensive stop there by the Hounds.
Where's Devin?
And that one looks like it's going to get sent down to Holy Cross's territory. It's scooped up.
Risky play there by the Holy Cross goalie. If she doesn't get that off, it looked like Northern definitely had an open net there and a chance to tie this game at 1, but nonetheless, ball was kicked out of bounds. And
yeah, credit to her for making a big play.
Yep.
Northern's still on the attack. And I think Coach Lawyer has a lot to be proud of here. Our girls have hung with this team really tough tonight.
Definitely a good team, and only down 1-0 with 7 minutes to go. I feel like we've been saying it all half, but Northern still isn't out of this game. So 1 goal could do worlds for this team.
And Holy Cross is certainly vulnerable on the road. They're only 3-2, so they certainly can let the home crowds get to them a little bit. Certainly we've got a great turnout here, and our girls continue to stay on the attack here, stay highly aggressive. Maybe they can put something on the board. Looks like that one's going to get scooped up there by Holy Cross. That was Michaela Brooks there on the attack. Looked like she was going to try to make a play there, but credit to Holy Cross for making that play. Looks like that one's going to get booted out here by Cabal. Just under 6 minutes to play. And again, the clock will stop with 2 minutes left as the referees keep track of the extra time.
Time certainly winding down here. Only about 5 minutes and change left in this game, so Northern needs something now.
Credit to Holy Cross, too, not giving up, continuing to fight. Certainly, they've been a lot more on the defense than they have on offense, but they've got the lead. They're in the driver's seat, so I think when you're on top, it's a little easier to kind of maintain the lead than necessarily continue to stay aggressive. And as you said, they've done a great job sort of this half playing keep away. keeping Northern out of their zone and keeping the shot attempts down.
Yeah, it's almost like they're playing not to lose rather than to win. They're kind of just not giving Northern many opportunities rather than trying to score more goals and distance themselves from Northern. So.
And as you discussed, we've gotten some great play from our goalkeeper. She's kept us in this game. Alex Cabal made every stop she possibly could. And, that first goal came very, very early in the first half on a corner kick. That ball was virtually unsavable. And, Northern's going to keep fighting here with just a few minutes to play.
Yeah, like you said, that goal was virtually unstoppable for Cabal. So I don't think she has anything to hang her head on that goal for. And this is definitely a senior night that she will remember. She's absolutely played her tail off in this game and kept Northern right in it. So.
And this is the team in Holy Cross, as we discussed, 17 wins and 18 wins the past 2 years, respectively. 2 straight championship games. So, they're an outstanding team. So even if Northern falls in this one, it looks like they're still fighting. Even if they fall in this one, they have a lot to be proud of here. That looks like that ball's going to go out of bounds. And just under 4 minutes to play here in the second half. I think Coach Lawyer and Coach Rafrano should be really proud of these girls. Doing a great job tonight. So Holy Cross on the attack, just under 4 minutes to play. There's Cabal again with a great scoop up. Just gonna boot this one to about midfield. And the clock is ticking here for our Lady Hounds. Just under 3.5 minutes to play here for Senior Night 2016. So a quick sub here, it looks like, for Holy Cross. And they're going to continue to fight. It's Jess Romano there on the attack, number 15. Great defense there by the Hounds. Just under 3 minutes to play here in this game.
Still keeping Northern with some sort of a chance right now. Only got a minute or 2 minutes left in this game, so they're going to have to put points on the board as soon as they possibly can, but looks like Holy Cross is going to try and keep possession here and try and run the clock out. We'll see what they can do with it. Looks like that ball got crossed over there by Holy Cross, and Northern's going to retain possession. Oh, looks like Holy Cross is going to actually get possession back there. So with about 2:10 left, it's looking good for Holy Cross. But we'll see if Northern can do anything to mount a charge.
And it looks like that's going to get kicked in there by Jess Romano. And going to sail wide. So Northern's going to send this ball towards midfield. Like we said before, the clock stops here with 2 minutes left. The referees are in charge of keeping track of the extra time. Looks like Alex Cabal is going to send this one. Maybe one final shot here for Northern. I swear to God. Get on the board. As the clock winds down here. And as we said, there are no moral victories in sports, but our girls certainly did a great job tonight hanging with Holy Cross. And, anything could happen, but it looks like Holy Cross is going to pull off a W in this one. Northern's going to fall. Great save.
We've seen that all second half.
Northern's going to fall to 2-12 on the season, and Holy Cross is going to advance to 9-5. But, our Lady Hounds still have a couple more games left on the docket, and hopefully they can get a big win before the end of the season. They still have Pemberton, Riverside, and Cinnaminson on the docket. So hopefully, they fall in this one. Like you said, nothing to hang their hat on. They played outstanding.
Holy Cross deserves a lot of credit too. They really wouldn't let Northern mount any sort of a charge in the second half. They played fantastic on all sides of the ball. They got their one goal in the first half, and they knew that hopefully one goal would be enough, and they played like it. They've only allowed Northern to have, a few chances here in the second half. They really haven't let them have many, and they've done a very good job kind of holding Northern down. So Looks like we'll get one final charge here from Northern.
And that's going to get scooped up there by Holy Cross. And booted to about midfield. And that looks like that's going to do it. So Holy Cross is going to hold on to this one. 1-0 victory against Our Lady Hounds, but certainly a great play. For those of you who tuned in, thank you very much. For Mr. Coff-Orsini, I am Mr. James Dowd for Northern TV, signing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate